we're going to have a look at how I've made my my guitar tone, because quite a few of you have mentioned that you really like the tone, and I figured I'll show you guys how I actually come up with it. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump into Helix Native so I can show you all the details on screen. I have got the Helix in front of me as well, so I'll show you a few little, cool little things that I've set up, which are not necessarily to do with tone, but if you are wanting to set up some specific things on your Helix, it might be of interest. So let's head over to the software. So this is Helix Native, and the core of the actual sound is that I run 2 amps at the same time. So I have, rather than having a split signal, because for some reason I found that just didn't sound right, what I do is I literally have, this is the exact same signal, but they've got their own. We start off with our input signal, which is we give 2 completely clean inputs. This is a left and a right, so these 2 guitars will be hard panned. So if you actually mute your right speaker, you'll get a slightly different sound to the right, to the left. I will demonstrate that in a bit. So for the rhythm, we ignore the wah. That's turned off. It goes into a dynamic compressor, which is the LA Studio Comp. This mostly just to bring up the and level out the audio slightly, the signal wave slightly, because my playing can be quite inconsistent when I'm playing certain things, and for the Chromatic Rock sound, we need it to be consistent the whole time. Then we run on the left channel, we run into a Rev Gen 3. If you're interested, these are my settings. Again, no real reason for it. I do pull the bass down quite a bit. I don't think I tend to go much higher than about 3 or 4 on the bass, because let's face it, a lot of our kick and our bass and synth sounds are quite low end, so we don't need any of that. Then we run into a cab, which is a Kali V30. I used to run it with in a stereo cab, but I found with this setup it really messed with the sounds, so we've kept it as a single cab. 57 dynamic, so effectively a 57 SM57 on it. Then if we go into the right channel, obviously we've got a gate into another compressor, which I think I have the exact same settings on both. Yep, I do. The amp goes in, we went for a PV Panama. Main reason for this was not necessarily because I liked the amp, but I felt that the sound complemented what was here on the left side. I felt it filled a few gaps that that weren't there, so it sounded, it almost sounded like there was 2 guitarists, but just a smidge. And then we've got our XXL V30 on here. So both of these are 4x12 cabs. So if you imagine yourself with a nice big stack, these would be the 2 that I'm mainly using. And yeah, after that it does link back into one, but it's a merge with a mixer. So at this point I'm keeping my left and my right channels pushed out as far as possible, and this is where I level off the amps between each other. So that gives us if I bring half B all the way down, so I'll mute it completely. So now you should only get a left channel. And then if we come back over and take half A down, it should give us just the right channel. So yeah, so the last section in the rhythm is this EQ, which is pretty much just pulling out 200 hertz. I only did this because I found during record, if I started to get anything on the lower strings sort of going... Like if we had anything like that, then we got like it doesn't sound too bad on its own, but once you put it in with the other instruments, you get quite almost like a whoop, whoop. I don't really know how to describe it. Like it's just pulses and it's quite annoying. I don't know if it will do it, but yeah, basically it just pulls out like there's like a very low rumble. Only really happens on, but yeah, that's basically how we get the Chromatic Rock rhythm tone. Like for the there's not, I don't think there's much low end in it. I do cut on my main EQ, like the global EQ, I cut from about 80 hertz downwards is gone completely. I don't even record it because I don't need it. So yeah, that's basically how we get all of the basic sounds. Like these amps are used across all of my patches and they are always hard panned left and right. So when we move over to clean, we get more of a... Now, what are we doing here? To get this sort of sound, we're still running 2 separate channels. We've still got the compressors. I don't think I changed anything on the compressor settings. So the amps, the drive is pretty much pulled out. The only reason I've got it at 0.1 and not 0 is because for some reason the amp just dies completely if you put it on 0. This is the same pretty much on both of them. I do have the bass end a bit high. I probably should lower that, but I'm going to leave it for now. Actually, no, bass end for the clean should actually be almost non-existent. I don't know why that done that, but let's move it. So yeah, so this is how it should look. It doesn't really matter like what these settings are. At the end of the day, it's just what you think sounds cool. So if it sounds cool to you, then it probably is. The cabs, I believe, are exactly the same. Oh no, I kept the ribbon mic on the second one, and I changed the first, so the left channel, I changed to another ribbon. I don't actually know which ribbon this is. I just like the sound of it. Obviously, yeah, again, these come into the mixer. This is basically just leveling it off so that when we play, you don't get like a really, really disproportionate sound. Definitely takes a lot of work to balance it, and it helps to have another pair of ears. Because I thought I had it right. We went to do the gig, and Dom, our sound guy, was just like, dude, one of your channels is way, way, way quieter than the other one. And I was like, oh, need to know that. So yeah, so this goes into our second path. So this is just this bottom section here is literally just our effects routing. So I could just end it on the top of path 1, but I wanted a bit more complexity, even though it's actually relatively simple. I could have gone a lot worse. The EQ cut is still there for the other one. I think I just left it on because it didn't make a difference on this tone. It goes into a straight A-B split, so I'm pretty sure it should have been a Y split, but for some reason I've left it on that. I'm not going to mess with it. So basically this is sending the exact same signal that's come before. So everything before this now splits into 2. And then we go into some modulation on track 1. But these 2 don't get panned because this is a stereo track. So everything from here is treated as purely left and right stereo speakers. So if we turn off the delay in the reverb. Now when we play clean, we'll get... And that you should start to hear that slowly shifting. The whole reason we have these stereo things is just to give it that little bit more interest and what we like to call ear candy. Just give it that sort of like a little bit of sparkle, like your like your comms are going down. All right, so from here we go over to the only real difference here. I don't think for the lead, I don't think I change any of the effect settings. The only thing that changes is the wah comes on, but only on the left channel. So yeah, the wah is controlled by the foot pedal. You should be able to see that a little bit squeaky at the moment. I think I need to oil it. But yeah, as you can see, that just controls the wah noise. So that just gives us that nice wah noise when I get it. That is basically everything. That is the whole Chromatic Rock sound. Now, the other thing that is really cool with this unit that I've done, as you can see, these bottom ones change all my patches. So this screen is what's on the screen up there, and if you actually watch it, see I'm turning things on and off. Now what's cool is this. I've set my patches at the bottom. This top section, this one here, the green one, starts my playback. So I can literally just press this and start a backing track and play along to any one of my songs without having to ever touch the laptop. This turns on and off my loop function. So if you guys have seen me on stream, you'll notice that like during Terminator Oscillator, we have the section where I just loop it and I can talk and the music carries on. This is basically what I'm hitting on the floor, and it stops and starts and allows me to basically take a break. And this one is my favorite button, and obviously, as you can see, I had to color code them to pink and blue. I had to leave this one as green because my dumbass will forget. This is my safety button for the lights, so when I am left in darkness, I just hit this and the lights come back up. I am planning on setting up a few more things like this because I want to get some smoke machines and stuff, and I'm going to hook that up to this button so that I can activate the smoke machines at will, or I can just leave them. So yeah, that is basically the entire setup for how I get my guitar tone. Obviously, the overall sound is not just the guitar, because obviously we've got synths, we've got the bass, we've got the drums. All of that stuff adds up to the overall tone. So, you know, we get the metal-y vibe from this, but then we add in everything else and it fills in all the gaps. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this, please make sure you like, subscribe, all that stuff. Keep it heavy. Keep those neon lights burning. I am Synn. I play Chromatic Rock. See you next time.